Kris Jenner. Let's get back to Kris. I think one of the very few mothers who basically sold their daughter. But what a great business mind Kris Jenner is. And Caitlyn is Kris. Oh, what the hell is his name?
Caitlyn, previously Bruce.
See, I can't read. I'm looking at saying Kris.
It seems Kourtney Kardashian has reached her breaking point with her family, openly calling out her mother, Kris Jenner, for allegedly exploiting her daughters to boost the family's fame. Kourtney reportedly accused Kris of pimping out her younger sister Kylie, allowing questionable relationships with older men in the industry for publicity. This isn't the first time Kris has faced accusations of prioritizing fame over family. She's been infamously labeled Mama Pimp due to rumors she orchestrated Kim's adult tape with Ray J to gain media attention. Ray J himself even claimed there were multiple takes of the tape, with Kris allegedly selecting the best version for release. Kourtney's recent revelations suggest Kylie is now dealing with emotional trauma due to these experiences, and Kourtney has had enough of Kris's alleged schemes. This isn't the first instance of criticism around Kris's management style, but Kourtney's public stance is fueling further speculation about the Kardashian-Jenner clan's inner workings and the impact of Kris's ambitions on her children.
Manipulate us to do the shit. I'll take full responsibilities for the act. I was lit. We made a money. I get it. But we together, like, y'all really think that y'all was gonna, I don't know. You know what? Here's how I look at it. Your lawyer, Marty, right? Every time somebody talks shit about y'all of this magnitude, y'all always cease and desist. Y'all shut that shit down. Y'all tried to make Black China look crazy, right? Because you felt like you had the facts. Crickets. Kim ain't responded to this at all because she know what she did. And Kris, you know you ran the play. I'm going crazy tonight as far as like my energy, because I'm so like disgusted at sitting back and waiting for what? Like waiting for what? I can't see the comments. I don't give a about what nobody say. All I care about is my daughter and my son growing up. Like, damn, Pops is 100. Like, Pops would never put anything out without anybody's consent.
Jay has continued to share alleged details about the infamous tape, revealing what he claims were text exchanges with Kim Kardashian. In one message, he confronted Kim, stating that her mother, Kris Jenner, orchestrated the entire release with Joe Francis and Steve Hirsch from Vivid Entertainment, adding that he merely agreed to the plan. Kim's response reportedly didn't refute his claims, only expressing concerns about protecting her children and not wanting to revisit the incident. This fueled widespread belief that Kris was willing to expose her daughters to controversial situations if it meant publicity and profit, a view that intensified over time as fans scrutinized her influence on her daughters' lives. Many speculate that Kris had a hand in Kylie's relationships, with rumors circulating that she encouraged her involvement with older men in the industry to boost their brand. Black China, who shares a child with rapper Tyga, alleged that Kris even allowed Tyga's relationship with Kylie to start when she was only 15, adding to concerns about Kris's motives and the potential impact on Kylie's well-being. These allegations have ignited further public backlash, with fans questioning how much control Kris has had over her daughter's choices for the sake of fame.
I feel like it ran its course, and then he started talking to Kylie at the time, which was like, I think she was like 16 or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we was like engaged and stuff. So that's kind of like what ended it.
How did you find out about that?
I feel like the same way everybody else did, the internet. The internet could be brutal.
Yeah. You found out through the internet that he was talking to Kylie?
Yeah.
Damn.
And how did you know to kind of like take it seriously? Because I feel like so often we see these things where people come forward with these, kind of crazy allegations. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. So was there kind of like a gut feeling that you had, or a reason that you really...
No, it was actually when Tyga's friends had threw me outside of his house. Yeah. They packed my stuff up and put it in his truck at the time. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. And I never used to talk about these things, but I'm like, you know what? I think I'm kind of done with all that. And I feel like people need to hear like my side.
What you've been through.
Yeah, it's been years. I didn't come out and be the bitter baby mama. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that must be...
I feel like time has passed. It's like, whatever.
And that can be scary too, right? I mean, at the time when you met Tyga, he's this star. He's, you know, very successful, has a ton of fans.
Yeah.
You're on the come up, so people don't know you as well. And like, it's just super scary and intimidating to not only, it's almost like you have to not only face them, their friends, you also have to face their audience. And it must feel like you're never given the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like just that whole situation alone was kind of crazy for me. And I never really talked about this until today. Me and Kim, we were really good friends. You know, like I was on her show and all this stuff like that. We lived in the same community. And then her little sister started, you know, talking to Tyga, which was kind of crazy because she was like underage. And everybody had kind of came at me and started attacking me. And it's like, nobody's seeing like the betrayal that was like going on behind my back of me talking to somebody, Kim, and then her little sister, which she has no control over, you know what I mean, started talking to my fiance, and then I get attacked. And it's like, how does that work? But yeah, that was kind of crazy. Yeah. So
for context, TGA started hanging around Kylie when she was just 14 after they met at S' 16th birthday bash. At the time, Tyga was already 22, and he was expecting his first child with Blac Chyna. However, soon after Tyga and Blac Chyna split up, Iggy started hanging out with Kylie more often, despite the fact that she was still a child at the time. Around October 2014, rumors were flying around that Tyga and Kylie were dating, but Kris shut down that rumor during an interview with Ryan Seacrest, claiming they were just friends. However, according to sources, Kris was literally pushing Kylie into a relationship with Tyga, and she only denied the dating rumors because, well, Kylie wasn't legal yet. Barely a year later, Kylie and Tia went official, and Tyga got a tattoo of Kylie's name on his arm. And he joined the Kardashians on a family trip to Paris. At this point, Kylie was only 17, but her family was trying so hard to make it look like it was okay for her to be dating a 25-year-old man. Khloe even said Kylie was mature, unlike other 17-year-olds. Classic line people use when trying to justify creeps taking advantage of young girls. It got even creepier when Kylie appeared in the music video for Tyga's song Stimulated, where he basically talked about not caring what people thought about the age gap between him and Kylie. Part of the lyrics goes like this: "They say she young, I should have waited, she a big girl dog," when she overstimulated, so Tyga knew. His relationship with Kylie was weird, but he clearly didn't care, because if Kylie's family didn't care, why should he? I mean, Kris allowed him to come on the show many times and even allowed him to make suggestive comments about Kylie's body while they were on a hiking trip together. The whole thing was just a mess. However, it wasn't the only time Kylie caught herself in that kind of messy and borderline predatory relationship. In 2013, when Kylie was only 16, Drake performed at her birthday, and the way he was behaving with her was really weird for someone who was pushing the big 30. And what's crazy is that Kris was well aware that Drake was moving weird to Kylie, but she didn't do anything to stop it. If anything, she even encouraged Drake and his creepy friends to prey on Kylie. Even more word on the street is that after that party, Kylie sort of became an easy target for all the rappers who wanted to take advantage of her. That's when Tyga started trailing after her like some lost puppy, and even went ahead to tattoo her name on his arm. Like, imagine a successful famous rapper telling the world you're his girl by inking your name across his arm. At the age of 17, any young girl would feel on top of the world because of that, so it would be up to the adults around her to stop her from getting into a toxic relationship. But they didn't. In fact, when Amber Rose called out the Kardashians for allowing men to prey on Kylie, they slammed her.
Blac Chyna is your close friend right now.
Yes.
Tyga and Kylie, what do you think about that? Do you think Kylie's too young for him?
Kylie's bashes age.
The law thinks that she's too young.
She's a baby. She needs to go to bed at 7 o'clock and relax.
Who wants a girlfriend that you got to make sure what her calcium intake is?
Nah, I'm over that. That's ridiculous. He should be ashamed of himself. That's how I feel, for sure.
What happens if you run into them in LA and, whatever?
I ain't speaking to them at all. That's ridiculous. He has a beautiful woman and a baby, and left that for a 16-year-old that just turned 17. Like, nah.
And he still can't legally.
Khloe Kardashian recently defended her family on Twitter in response to Amber Rose's criticisms, stating, "I was a stripper since I was 15 years old," Amber countered, asserting that she supported her family through her work, just as Khloe's older sister did. Fast forward to 2017, Kylie Kardashian entered a controversial relationship with Travis Scott, who was 24 at the time, while she was 19. Their serious relationship led to 2 children together. However, Tyga later claimed in an interview on Nicki Minaj's Queen Radio that Kris Jenner orchestrated Kylie's relationships, specifically directing her toward rappers for publicity and to gain traction in the Black community. Tyga alleged that Kris actively managed Kylie's image and relationships, suggesting she aimed to replicate the success of her older daughters through similar marketing strategies. This manipulation, especially concerning Kylie, reflected Kris's broader trend of promoting her children's careers through questionable means. Kourtney Kardashian has reportedly distanced herself from Kris, feeling resentment over how their mother forced her and her sisters into the public eye prematurely. Tensions escalated when Kourtney revealed during an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians that Kris learned about her pregnancy with her son Rocky from the news, leaving Kris feeling hurt and betrayed. Kourtney expressed a desire for privacy, while Kris guilt-tripped her, implying she had forgotten about her family. Ultimately, Kourtney banned Kris from the hospital during her son's birth, only allowing her presence after being persuaded by Travis Barker. Despite seeming to reconcile, Kourtney continues to criticize Kris, particularly accusing her of exploiting Kylie by pimping her out to rappers. Public reaction remains mixed. Some blame Kris for using her children to fuel her ambitions, while others argue that Kourtney has benefited from the Kardashian brand and could have distanced herself earlier. Comments like "they probably sell their kids too" and "the entire family is sick and money-hungry" highlight the divided sentiments surrounding the situation. Additionally, rumors have emerged linking Corey Gamble, Kris's boyfriend, to Diddy, suggesting potential connections to government agencies. Kanye West has repeatedly warned about Corey's character, even banning him from being around his children. As new allegations against Diddy surface, questions about Corey's involvement deepen, prompting many to speculate about the complexities of their relationships within the entertainment industry. Despite his long-standing romance with Kris, Corey's background and activities before their relationship remain largely shrouded in mystery.
As theories about Corey's connections to Diddy circulate, fans are eager to hear your thoughts. Do you think Corey and Kris were aware of Diddy's alleged misconduct? Share your opinions below and stay tuned for the next video.